How can one house be in two countries at the same time? Hi everyone, Ken here. Welcome to this house. Just north of the US state of Maine sits Campobello Island, a scenic landscape offering panoramic views of the ocean. On maps, it appears to lie just outside the US and Canada, but upon closer inspection, you will find that there is a house resting on shared soil. So the question arises, how did this come to be? And how could a house belong to two different countries? Let's go all the way back to the turn of the century to find out. In the late 1800s, the national borders between the United States and Canada were not as defined as they are now, and oftentimes, people living along the border would dispute which country they actually lived in and to whom they owed their taxes. While this would make for an easy explanation, it is not the case for the Roosevelt cottage. In 1897, architect Willard T. Sears set out to find the perfect place to build a summer house. He ventured across the waters north of Maine to arrive on Campobello Island. There he built a rambling shingle-style house, and at the time, everyone agreed that it was certainly in Canadian territory. Later on, in 1908, the house was purchased by Sarah Roosevelt and gifted to her son and future President of the United States, Franklin Roosevelt. Franklin, along with his wife Eleanor, would escape the summer heat in the US and head up north to their cottage to enjoy the cooler weather. Not only was there a vast lawn for playing sports, but they could take to the waters in their sailboat, enjoying waves until dusk. Though the couple was considered old money and were part of high society, they never meant for their humble cottage to become ostentatious. Instead of boasting a fancy parlor or a drawing room, they chose to maintain a simple living room furnished with wicker furniture. Here their family would gather to play games, read, and enjoy the scenic views. Moving deeper into the house, we will find the dining room. While this space is considerably more formal than the living room, it was not finished out with marble columns nor gilded wall panels as was expected for a family of their social status. Instead, it boasted lively wallpaper and simple, timeless furniture. Though the family did not sacrifice too much luxury, their staff still would have prepared their meals in the kitchen, and it would have been completely out of the question to assume they would have done their own laundry either. As for the other amenities, in a time when indoor plumbing was just becoming popular in the larger cities, they had a full three-piece bathroom in the remote island getaway. Going upstairs, we will find the bedrooms, starting with Franklin and Eleanor's bedroom, with lightwood furniture, white textiles, and floral wallpaper. In the guest bedroom, this tranquil palette of organic textures continues, with allowing the views to become a bold pop of color. After Franklin passed away, Eleanor sold the property to petrol tycoon Armand Hammer. Upon Eleanor's death, Hammer realized the cultural significance of the property and decided to gift the estate to the government. But there was just one problem. He did not choose just one government to deed the house to. Rather than founding a nonprofit to run the house as a museum of Americana in Canada, and then seeding it with plenty of money to sustain itself, he chose to create what was possibly the most confusing real estate deal in the joint histories of the two nations by gifting it to both the US and Canada. After years of deliberation and each country claiming legal rights to the property, the two governments formed a treaty. It was decided that the estate would become an international park, which would be jointly owned, controlled, and maintained by both governments. In 1964, President Lyndon B. Johnson and Prime Minister Lester B. Pearson signed the required legal documents to open the parks to each of their country's respective citizens. Since then, it has been managed by the U.S. National Park Service and by Parks Canada. Today, Roosevelt Campobello International Park remains open to the public where visitors can experience the only house on the continent to exist in two different countries at the same time. What about this video stood out to you the most? Let me know down below in the comments section. And while you're there, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you never miss an exciting episode of This House.